Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to this weekly energy update for September 25th through October 2nd. Now, of course, today we have the new moon in Libra that is at its newest. And last week we did cover that in that weekly energy update. So if you want to check out more about this Libra new moon and how you can use your new moon wishes, be sure to check that out. The playlist for all the weeklies for September will be at the end of the video, so you can check that out. Now, at the end of this week on October 2nd, Mercury exits its retrograde. Yay! And we move into the post-shadow time, which is a time for us to review what did we learn about our communication and like how we want to be communicated to and how we communicate with others. During the Mercury retrograde, it's a lot of that reflection on those types of things in our life. So for this video, I'm going to pull cards for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to just ask that. What did we learn about communication, even our self-talk, possibly during this retrograde? So we're going to jump into your specific sign right now. All right, Aries, this is your weekly energy update. We're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Blue Messiah reading cards. Now, any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right. So actually, they want that one right there before I even start shuffling. So this is going to be what the Creator and Spirit want you to know around communication that you've learned during this Mercury retrograde. So you've got Inner Alchemy, card number 14. So love that. Beautiful card. We'll put that right here. And let's see what energy comes in regarding your communication. So there is a quote here from Nari, N-A-R-I, which says, embracing every aspect of yourself with love is mastering the art of inner alchemy. It says inner alchemy is the process of transformation, the transmutation of the dense energy within you into light. A true alchemist embraces and understands this process of change and in turn prospers through alchemical empowerment. Dear one, the key to inner alchemy is to understand that the gold you seek is hidden within the dark shadows of self. Shadows that encompass fear, rage, guilt, shame, and other conflicted emotions. By consciously walking through the darker aspects of self with understanding, unconditional love, forgiveness, and compassion, healing and a return to wholeness is achieved. Through the wisdom of awareness, view every situation you encounter in life as an opportunity to spiritually grow and evolve. By doing this, all your experiences will benefit you in some way, and inner alchemy will result. When you can master this process of inner transformation, you're more empowered with greater understanding and enlightenment. When you look at others, you stop focusing on their darker attributes. Instead, you see their light. Passing on your wisdom of inner alchemy, you encourage others to see the gold within themselves. So through the practice of transformation, you move closer to the divine light of love and gain greater perspective and understanding of the universe within and around you. This, dear one, is true alchemical empowerment. Wow. I love that. And the chakra that these deal with is the solar plexus and the heart. They give it a little exercise if it resonates. It says, sit in quiet, reflective meditation and ask to be shown your shadows or the part of you that needs love. Now send this part of you unconditional love, understanding, and compassion. And the affirmation for this card is, I am strong as I move through my shadows with unconditional love, understanding, and compassion. So yeah, definitely you've learned through this process. You've learned through the retrograde period with all this reflection during that time how to transform your energy, how to understand that your shadows are a part of who you are. But I feel like you have learned to honor the shadow, but you haven't, but you learned also not to allow those shadows to escape out of your mouth to others. Like you've learned the understanding of them, to honor them without having them impact you. We'll get more information here too. We're going to pull a card here from these energy oracle cards, and let's see what else they'd like to add. So basically, like, you feel the emotions inside, but you don't express them outwardly, those shadow emotions. So let's see, though, what else? Actually, they want this one right here. So Aries, you have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So this would be the sacral chakra, I believe. We'll double check to make sure that's how they interpret it there. Sometimes people do things their own way, and we allow that. Let's just see what the intentions of the card are. Yeah, so the second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy, promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. Yeah, so I love that, because I also love that creativity around expressing yourself, right? So it's like you don't voice it to others, but you find creative outlets for that emotion. You feel them. Maybe you do painting, art, clay. You do something where those emotions are able to express themselves, but not through words. You're not communicating it to others where it goes directly to them. Like if you paint a painting, people are not going to look at it and go, oh, this is about me, isn't it? They're like, wow, you were really in a very dark place when you painted that. And you would, of course, say, actually, I was just expressing, I was embracing my shadow side, and I was allowing it to express itself. And so it, released those emotions. And they're like, oh. So, it's that kind of thing. I really feel like you're not speaking the harsh words to people, but you're allowing them to flow through the emotions and express it in other ways that doesn't come through your verbal communication. We're also going to use the Naked Heart Tarot, and we're just going to see what else they would like you to know about your communication adventure during this retrograde. All right, so for our Aries, what else would you like them to know? Okay, what else? Okay, I feel like these, they want these. Okay, they want these two down here and then these four up here. Gotcha. So let's do this. Perfect. And then the first one that showed itself is the moon. And the moon, of course, is a very nurturing, energy. It's, basically Mother Luna. She's a nurturer, but she also allows you to go into the unknown. And I love this expression of all of those shadows that are happening underneath the surface, that are in that subconscious. The moon energy helps us understand that. And I feel that too, around the moons, and it's not necessarily just the full moons that you might dream a lot. New moons might also bring you a lot of dreaming. That's your subconscious. That's your shadow bringing up memories and emotions that it wants you to look at and express. So pay attention to your dreams, especially around the new moon and full moon cycles. And then you have the Three of Cups. Beautiful card. It's normally the celebrations card. It's all about emotions, but it's a special card between the spirit world and me. It represents your posse of support on the other side, your guardian angels and your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who are on the other side, your ancestors, unicorns, fairies, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. This is them letting you know that you're not alone ever, and that if you want anything like answers or synchronicities, those type of things, all you have to do is ask of your own free will for them to meddle in your life, and they will, but they honor your power of choice and your free will, and so they don't do that unless you ask them. And so this is them showing, if you want any assistance with this shadowing and understanding as you're going through all this, that reach out to them, because they are with you and are always around you. Yeah, you have the Ace of Wands coming in here too. So you have definitely grasped onto your magic wand, and you're expressing yourself and putting the energy to use in ways that is just brilliant for your life, because it is showing you that whatever you focus your wand on is what grows. So if you're focusing on your shadow emotions, you'll see those expand. Also, if you focus on lack and what you don't want in your life, those things expand. But you can also change that energy and move it to a place of gratitude and a place of where you're thankful for the things that are in your life, and focusing on the things you do want to have in your life. So not necessarily, I've never seen it this way, which is cool. They're showing me, like, if you want to expand a emotion, a shadow emotion, to understand it more, that's when you focus the energy on it. If you've ever watched, was it Laura Croft? It was Angelina Jolie. She had those movies where she was a British person that was, always on these adventures. And there's the one where they were doing the time clock thingy. And when she shined a light or something, she threw it into one of those little time pod little alteration things, and it expanded and exploded it. So if you know what I'm talking about, it makes sense now. If you haven't seen it, you're just like, what are you talking about? But it basically took this all these pieces that were together and just made them all expand so she could take something out. It was like, but it's the same thing with these emotions. It expands it so you can see the intricate details of it. So that's what they want me to share. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is endings and new beginnings that are coming in, and the switching and changing of things as the wheel turns. But there's also this message in here about your free will and your power of choice. And it is that, before you came down here, your higher self did choose you as its avatar to experience this life through. It chose when you're going to be born and when you're going to withdraw completely out and back to the spirit world, and all these fated events that wanted to have you experience throughout this life. So you have all this stuff that's going to unfold for you to show you, different parts of yourself by experiencing your opposites here. You more fully understand who you are back on the other side. But you also, within each of those fated moments, you get this power to choose what emotion you want to feel as you go through it, and what story you want to apply to it as well. So with all of this expansion here, with all of this inner alchemy that's happening, you're understanding that all the stuff that happened and all those shadow emotions that happened on purpose for a purpose. But you can change your story you're putting around it and emotion you're feeling around it, and have a new way of looking at those as well. So there's very powerful energy coming in here of transformation of your shadow energy. Yeah, because you have the 10 of Pentacles, some more 10s. In this case, this normally means like full abundance and overflowing. But because it's next to the Wheel of Fortune, this is a reiteration that you're going to be having these endings and new beginnings in the outside world. So your physical world is going to be having some changes that happen because of these things, but they're for you. They still are a positive change that's happening. Yeah, you have the Heart of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. So Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, more mothering, nurturing energy coming in. She is about birthing new things, wonderful abundance happening in your outside world. So they wanted to make sure that that also seeped in here, that you do have these wonderful changes that are unfolding in your outside world because of all this inner alchemy that you're doing. And then your final card is the Lover's card. Yeah, power of choice, making itself absolutely known here that you have the ability to choose what emotion you want to feel in any moment. That every moment is either a choice of unconditional love from above or the fear of losing conditional love of the human side. And neither of them are right, neither of them are wrong. They're just emotions. And you can know that if you're tired of feeling a fearful emotion, you can switch to a different fearful emotion, or you always have the opportunity to switch and change to an unconditionally loving emotion instead. So the power of choice coming in very strong here with a lot of what we're talking about here with where you're focusing your energy, your free will, asking them for assistance, but beautiful changes are happening because of this inner work that you're doing. We change from the inside out, not the outside in. So this alchemy that you're doing is making its way in beautiful ways to the outside world. And I love how you are expressing your shadow emotions in loving ways. You're loving your shadow. You're not trying to kill it. You're allowing it to express itself because it's really your inner child. It is these charged emotions that it had when it was young, and it just wants to express them so it can integrate it into your overall self instead of it feeling ostracized and punished. So I love this for you, and I'm excited to see what you do with it. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on those and get a notification as soon as they're available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. Also, clicking that subscribe button gives you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, if you choose the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on the channel. Also, doing those things, it helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like and share one of my videos, or you comment on one of my videos, and especially if you subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy happy it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I am very, very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and my recorded personal readings actually have a sliding price scale too. So you get to choose what price you want to pay among like 3 different prices, so you can choose something in alignment with your budget. So it just gives you some flexibility. If you're interested in any of that, it is listed in the description box below. All right, all of my beautiful fiery Aries, as you go through this Mercury retrograde post-shadow, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.